Bang!
Welcome to Victor Whiskey Papa, VWP Vacant Wrestling Podcast.
I'm not crazy. Y'all are stupid. Alright, do you want to
we have Brown Paul Heyman, Negative Nancy, Negative Nelly.
Is this
I don't know if we actually started the show.
Alright,
yet.
well done. There we go. Yay! Welcome to...
We're here.
Good start.
What a pop.
Yeah.
We popped for ourselves.
Yep. That's how lame we are.
Well, no one else does it, so we gotta do it for ourselves.
So welcome to VWP.
We have no fucking clue what we're gonna talk about.
Today's one of those. Hey guys, so today's one of those days where we're just gonna dick around as usual.
So Deathstroke had a second episode in Arrow, and we have a second episode of VWP. Hey.
Before Survivor Series.
Yeah. Look at that. As usual, introductions from the 416. My name is Yusuf. I am joined here, of course, by Tim,
the 302,
Mr. Tyler Norton,
the 401.
Fuck you, Tyler. Yeah. And of course, my boy, Mr. Colin Jenkins.
From 603.
By the way, do you remember when I was saying I was coming up with a new gimmick? That's my gimmick. Fuck you, Tyler.
Yikes.
It's just full on heel on you.
Yeah.
Just start making.
I guess we
gimmick.
could say, besides the getting released part, I am the James Ellsworth of this group.
Rest in peace.
I really.
Wait.
All right, bye.
Wait.
There's a door.
Wait. Shout out to her.
I didn't think anyone. I thought you.
I got you. I caught it.
Well done.
It's funny. I remember reading like James Ellsworth.
That's mad
released,
funny.
And they said like the whole fucking locker room was shocked.
Yeah, they didn't
never
know.
knew.
No one knew.
Yeah.
No one knew.
Nope.
No one had a fucking clue that James was getting released. It kind of made sense, and his run was actually way better than people thought.
Oh my god.
I enjoyed it.
He ruined the Money in the Bank match.
Yes, he
I know.
did. He also had a WWE title match.
Okay,
This is
let's just say, Owen was very depressed about this.
There were points of James Ellsworth where I was like, all right, this is good. And then there was shit. And then he realized he was a meme, and it was awesome. And then he sucked again. And I was like, oh.
When they had him get too involved in the WWE title feud between Styles and Ambrose, that was awful.
Ambrose was fine.
Carmella was okay until she started putting a leash and collar on him.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was not a good story.
He was whipped.
See, what's gonna be weird now is seeing Carmella cash in without Ellsworth even being
I
around.
feel
Well, she's
it's
super
gonna be
kicked.
The problem is, I think it's going to be lackluster without Ellsworth.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Well,
like how...
No, not at all. I mean,
I don't know
Carmella.
how.
The thing is, I didn't think Carmella needed Ellsworth to begin with. I don't think she needed him at all.
It might be. It might not be. We'll see.
Carmella is arguably one of the stronger women on SmackDown.
Aha! No.
Okay, she's not Becky. She's not Charlotte. She's not Nikki.
She's not Naomi.
She's like at the same.
She's not
She has more of a
Tamina.
character than Naomi.
Negative.
Naomi doesn't-
Positive.
Here's the thing.
Naomi's
No.
character is dancing around with lights.
Right.
Wow.
And-
Naomi's character is a black girl. Carmella's is a Jersey girl.
Yeah.
They're pretty
so
much...
they're the same. So
That's
Naomi's
not true
that
either.
is not
No.
the same.
They're same level as in they both have a defined character in that they are, like, they have defined characters.
But Naomi's a better wrestler, so still the stronger wrestler is.
You don't need to be that strong of a wrestler if you're gonna be a heel. You don't need to be.
This is true.
You don't need to be.
Yeah.
Carmella's a chicken shit heel, and she does it well.
She still sucks.
And she's great on the mic. She makes you not want to see her, and that's what makes a good heel.
She's still terrible.
I disagree. I'm excited for when she cashes in.
Oh my god.
It'll just be interesting. I'm just saying it'll be interesting when she cashes in.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw
The weirdest
Shout out to
shit.
that.
The weirdest shit happens when
was
we're
so
recording our
funny.
shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you expect? I don't know. Do you think, like, we have to go back to the question we mentioned last week.
Oh, no.
Is Carmella going to cash in on Charlotte after her match with Bliss?
Yes.
God, no.
It might be a 50-50 chance.
I say
I think there's two different ways they can go with this.
Number one.
Carmella cashes in on Charlotte, or two, Charlotte keeps the belt and feuds with a returning Paige who comes back in the SmackDown Survivor Series match.
Okay.
Y'all need to give this up.
What, Paige coming back?
Yeah, y'all need to give it up.
Who else is going to fill the spot? Natalya, they said that before. They went from saying that if someone loses the title, they'll switch with the person that they lost the title to. Meaning,
So since
what I'm saying is if Charlotte beat Natalya, which she did, They were gonna have
Which is
Natalya
dumb.
take. They were gonna have Natalya. That's not dumb. They were gonna have Natalya take. Natalya take Charlotte's spot in the Survivor Series match, but they decided not to do that. Instead, they said they were gonna announce a 5th participant on Sunday night. So if they weren't gonna have Natalya replace Charlotte, who else is gonna do it? There's 2 possibilities. There's Nikki Bella. And
That's the more likely
and
answer.
there's Paige. I don't
Nikki
think
Bella
so.
is the more likely answer.
Paige was at Raw. Where was Nikki Bella this week?
To be
Not
honest,
at all.
like I'm kind of.
If you want to get
even though I
technical,
like-
John Cena's bad.
Even though I like Natalya, I think it's a good idea that she won't be on Team SmackDown for Survivor Series, because just have
Natalya would be the weakest link.
I think
exactly.
I think that right now, I don't think she was a fitting champion. In this generation of women, I feel like she didn't fit. She still doesn't fit, I feel like. I don't think there's a strong character there besides her love of cats, which really doesn't do it
Yeah,
for
that
me.
doesn't do much. That's the problem. I mean, like, I don't want to call Natalya like a placeholder champion either, because that's the thing. What's she holding?
I mean,
for?
she kind of was, and she did her job. She
For
held
who?
the title and for Charlotte.
Yeah, but then that's not setting
on
up
a
Charlotte,
random
that's
episode
setting
of
up something else.
On a random episode of SmackDown. This is what SmackDown's really not doing smart right now. Is they're changing all their champions.
But you know why though? Because they want to have a big draw for
They
Survivor
have a big
Series,
draw, yeah, that's the thing.
and they
Like,
didn't have one
Usos-
before.
Survivor Series itself is the draw.
Usos
Not
the,
really.
Like, okay, here's the thing. Usos the bar. They didn't have to worry about that because that's enough.
I mean, they swapped a great match for a great match.
yeah.
They swapped Dean and Seth for the bar against the Usos, and both matches are
But
great.
in that, we're also getting Shield New Day.
They just made
Which
two
is
great
perfectly
matches
fine.
out of one.
Tim can disagree as usual.
No, actually, I like this. I
Holy
want the match.
shit.
I wanted the
No,
match.
I know what Tim's mad about. We talked about this. Go ahead.
There's no build.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
right,
wasn't.
which is a
There
problem.
Which,
wasn't a
which
build.
the glory. Fuck. The best part of a Shield New Day feud is the promos, and I'm not getting the promos.
But there's no. The only promo we got was Tuesday night.
Exactly.
And then Monday when Roman called them out.
Yeah,
which is just
about it.
meh. So
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
the best part of every feud is the promos.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this brand spans across the board. The only one that has a reasonable promo going into it is Ms. Corbin at this point.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
And
most of
the
it,
brand's
but most of it
mess.
wasn't even on TV. Most of it was over social media.
because they've, and this is why I think it's dumb that they've changed all the champions within the week, because there's no build to anything. There's no build to the Styles Brock match. There's no build to the Charlotte
tried.
Bliss match.
They really
They
tried.
tried
but it
and
didn't
they did not succeed because they did not have time.
But in some cases, the matches
And they
themselves.
got hijacked.
The thing is, what their rationale is, I think, going into these, is the fact that these matches are good enough to where they don't need that much of a build. That's what they're thinking, I'm gonna guess, because Brock Styles is a dream match.
Yeah.
It hasn't been the great build that some of us want, but it's a dream match all the same. It's
Why would you not want build? I'm not
no.
understanding why this is like
Okay,
a-
I'm not defending it. I'm not
problem.
defending it.
They're sort of. I guess they're okay. Now that you bring this up, they're sort of digging themselves into a hole with like the fact that there's no build, because it'll depend on the night of. I guess it's like when you do it. It's like we're musicians. It's like when we do a gig. If the rehearsals are shit going into it, or if we have no time to rehearse, then you better
Then the gig
knock,
will probably
you better
be shit.
knock on wood, pray to God that the gig the night of better be fucking gold.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it'd be.
Now, if we look back to the last thing that had no build and still did not too bad, Styles Balor.
Okay.
But that's also. But if you think about it,
No,
though,
keep going.
Yeah. Okay,
if you think
so-
about it though, with Styles Balor, it's like having two trained musicians that know what they're doing,
right,
no matter
this
what
is the
situation.
same thing with Styles Brock, though.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
two insanely trained human beings, and Brock's not a human being, but
He's not a. He's a beast.
he is.
He's a beast.
He is, as quoted by
Edge. He's the White Incredible Hulk.
that too. Yes, he's like a herd of elephants wrapped in skin.
Oh damn.
A herd of stampeding
I
elephants.
like
That's what it is.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Styles Brock will be a good match as is because Brock's actually a safe worker. He might be lazy, sure, but he's a safe worker, and Styles can work with literally anybody. He gave Jinder fucking Mahal his greatest match of his career.
I mean, yeah,
That's not hard
Yeah.
though.
he really did. He really did have a great match. He came a long way, but the thing is with this, it's like, sometimes you have, like you said with Styles Balor, you have two great wrestlers, their rationale, and I'm not supporting it or defending it by any means. Their rationale is that these guys will deliver in an in-ring quality standpoint. We don't need to build it that much, which isn't that great of logic and won't pay off as big as they want it to, but they think it's justified. And same with Charlotte and Alexa too. That's a dream match that we wanted to see for a while. I've wanted to. Like Ms. Corbin, whatever. I mean, it'll be okay. I'm not looking forward to it.
That will steal the show.
I'm not sure, but
I think that might steal the show.
if it does, I won't be surprised.
Ms. Corbin?
Yeah, if it does,
I'm
steal
gonna
the
make a
show.
bold prediction
I could
and
see
say that might be
If
might be
it
my
doesn't
match.
steal the show, nevertheless, it will be a very
Honestly-
good
It'll be a
match.
good match.
Honestly, I've been having
But-
kind of negative thoughts about Shield New Day. I feel like it won't.
Yeah.
I feel like
Here's-
I
okay,
feel
But
like
let me bring back to the
Yeah, let's
general
bring back-
let
let's
me
go.
bring back to the general
Go
conversation
ahead, yeah.
before we go into into the specifics again.
yes.
The but the reason why I keep complaining about no build is because look at all the fantastic matches. Like none of us are gonna argue that we have the best in ring in WWE that we've had probably in 12 years.
Absolutely.
12 to
Yeah.
15
The Survivor
years.
Series match is stacked, and it
This
just
is
goes to show.
this is arguably one of the best cards they've had in
A
the
couple
last-
years.
No, more than that.
More than that.
The last good card
On
that
paper,
WWE's
on
had
paper. Because we've had some
WrestleMania
great
31.
we've had some great fucking
Yeah.
cards on paper.
WrestleMania 31 was the last good card they had,
And
theoretically.
yes.
Yeah.
The reason why some of these big, these great matches in history are so great is is in ring combined with the story, and I'm missing story. Think of all the great matches: Rock and Austin, Triple H and Austin,
I just
Michael's
watched
Undertaker.
Michael's Taker,
even like a small rivalry. though.
even a more recent thing like Cena Reigns,
I mean,
Punk Cena,
Punk Cena, yeah.
I just watched.
KO Cena.
I just
like,
watched a
Well, I
throwback.
think
Style
it was-
Cena.
Style
Well,
Cena. A lot of these have Cena,
Even-
but you see
even-
where I'm getting with this.
Even like older stuff though. I watched a package last night. Someone shared it on Facebook, and it was the package for Angle and Benoit. Angle and Benoit.
Who?
I was just thinking about that match.
Who?
Yeah, and
Who?
they had the package, and Stevie Richards, sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
and
Vacant.
it was like when they won the tag titles, and they slowly were like, "Well, I'm the star of this team." Well, no, I'm the star of this team, and it just became a thing where they became enemies while they were the first ever WWE Tag Team Champions.
Or Eddie Ray, Edge Undertaker,
Yeah,
Eddie Lesnar.
Eddie Lesnar,
Eddie Lesnar was
Ray,
way better than anyone expected.
Ray,
Yes.
Ray Chavo. All these
Yeah.
great matches had great stories behind them.
yeah.
The reason why I'm not looking at some of these great matches recently, and this is also my biggest problem with some of your favorite matches on the Indies, is
Go on, no, go on, I'm listening.
It's the build. I'm missing the build. I can see a face off and go, that looks fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see how they interact with each other leading
Right,
up to the match
that's-
more than say a post match.
like Ray and
post-match
Cena
attack.
had a great dynamic,
And they did not touch. They did not lay
Yeah.
a finger on each other, and it was great.
It built up anticipation to like see the actual
And
physical
it was
altercation.
awesome. And
Yeah.
that's the issue I'm having. Like or at the beginning of the year when they did the KO show and Reigns and Goldberg did a stare down, and I was like, oh, that looks cool.
And we never
Well-
got that. We still could get that at some point in the future.
God, never, no.
We could.
I hope not.
It's
but
WWE. They'll do whatever they
I
want.
mean,
money.
that's one problem in the indies, I guess, is like the build up isn't there because it's like, oh, match set and wait for a while. That's the case. I feel like that's the case we're gonna get with Omega Jericho.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a cool face off on paper. It's just that
Well, especially because Jericho has that cruise coming up too.
Cool post.
that's not for another year actually.
Oh, it's not for another year.
Yeah, it's not
okay.
for a while. Yeah.
All right.
I found out. I thought it was this year.
Well, because he's touring with Fozzy though.
Yeah, he's touring right now, but he's
So,
going
yeah.
to tour next year. But
That's
I was,
another thing.
Like you bringing this up, Tim, I was thinking about like Omega Okada, which hey, Dave Meltzer, Jesus
6 times.
Christ, calm down, calm your tits for like a minute,
7.
please.
Yeah, Suna's gonna be pushing 7 stars.
Yeah,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
I have a weird feeling that Omega Jericho would get like maybe 7.
A
One
6 maybe-
one match on that Wrestle Kingdom card is gonna get 7 stars. I don't know which.
I feel like it's
One
not gonna be
estimate.
Jericho
It's
Omega.
probably gonna. It might be Naito Okada. Anyway,
Yeah, I feel like it's
it'll be a
not
Japan.
Yeah.
It'll be a Japan side match.
Like the whole build up behind Omega Okada when it began was Kenny wins G1, has right to face Kazuchika Okada, cuts a 10-minute promo about wanting to face him because they've never touched before. That was it. There wasn't much of a build-up until January the 4th. January the 4th came, 45 minutes later, 6 stars, way better of a match than anyone thought it would be. Someone's going to hear this and kick my ass. And it was fine, because you have 2 excellent workers that know how to work well together. Sure, there's no build-up, but it somehow works out in the end. And, okay, now I'll be a hypocrite. I'm starting to see a problem with the fact that there's no build-up. But that can be justified with who's involved.
My point is that
At an in-ring perspective,
build-up can enhance a match, but sometimes it's not 100% necessary.
Sometimes what matters is what goes down in the ring rather than what goes around.
Right.
Build up makes the match. This is the last thing, and then we can act like.
No, yeah.
Build up makes the match have a meaning to it. Like Finn Balor, AJ had
Even-
no.
It was just a match.
Nothing.
Even John Cena and Daniel Bryan going into SummerSlam. The thing was, Daniel Bryan wanted to be the company, wanted to take the title, but Cena was the company man,
and
he
it
wanted
was for the title. So there was a point to the match.
Yeah.
Mm.
But even then, you could have a title match with no build to it. It's very taboo.
And
it's
they
very taboo.
suck. And they all suck.
It's very taboo.
All
It's
the
not-
World Heavyweight title matches from late 2012 till the time the World Heavyweight Championship was retired.
Yeah.
Yep.
Worthless.
Yep.
Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. Kind of
Oh
worthless.
God, Dean Ambrose.
I had real high hopes for that.
Great story going into
Great
it.
story,
Worthless
but
match.
God, that was a
Worthless
terrible
match.
I had really high
All
hopes
right,
for it.
so since we're talking about this, I'm going to bring this up. And since we're bringing up the fact of what makes a match interesting, the build up versus what goes down in the ring, and since there's no build up, and we're going to get specific here, since there's no build up for Shield New Day, or not really, because they only announced this match 4 days ago. It was announced that it's not going to be an elimination tag.
I'm not
DirecTV
surprised.
fucked up, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're watching you, DirecTV. We're watching you.
I'm not surprised that it's an elimination tag match, but
I don't think it's necessary.
yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. None of the other
Considering what's on the rest of the card, it doesn't need to be an elimination tag, because that would draw on for
Yeah.
a while.
and none of the other
So you don't-
big 6-man Shield matches were ever elimination matches.
No,
They
yeah.
were just,
Like
except for
the Shield-
Evolution.
Except for
Shield-
Evolution.
Yeah. The
Well,
Shield
Evolution
Wyatt.
round 2.
Well, yeah, because they faced Evolution once, and then they were like, well, let's do elimination.
And then they swept them.
And they swept them. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Which is the only way that should have been booked.
Yeah.
The only way that should have even been considered booking.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion, Colin? You've been a little.
To be honest, I feel like I was gonna say it can be a 50-50 in terms of having a build or having no build. And I'm gonna maybe side a little bit with Yusuf on this. It does depend sometimes on the wrestlers in the
Sure.
ring.
I'm not going to say it's 100% involving the wrestlers and what they do in the ring. It's just that it makes a difference, right?
Yeah.
And Shield New Day, yeah, we don't have a build, but hey, we have 2 of the greatest trios in this generation.
I mean, I don't watch a lot of
Make
combat
a triple
sports.
threat and put in the Wyatt.
I don't watch a whole,
Yeah, exactly.
See, I don't watch a whole lot of combat sports. But how often are I'm assuming most of the big matches have build to them from
Are
press
you-
conferences and things like that.
are you-
I'm talking
Are you talking UFC?
UFC,
Like
MMA.
UFC.
Yes.
See, you can get away with it in UFC a little bit more because it's real.
Yeah.
What they do
Okay.
in the octagon or whatever they may be fighting in,
Mm-hmm.
whether or a boxing ring, it,
Yeah.
I just don't get why
it
that.
speaks for themselves. While a lot of those big fights have a personality to them, like Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather,
Sure,
Nate
yeah.
Diaz has kind of a personality
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
Mickey Gall sometimes can run his mouth a little bit.
CM Punk, Phil Brooks.
Punk doesn't count.
I kid.
Shout out to Punk as in every episode, and Colt Cabana while we're at it.
Shout out to Cole Cabana's podcast as well.
Yes, Art of Wrestling. The reason it's not, I feel like I'm becoming a hypocrite, but it's not the same
No, I get it.
because you watch them and you can tell they're legitimate badasses, and the fight is a fight. It's not a choreographed big spectacle necessarily that a
Sure.
WWE dream match would be.
Sure.
So
I see where you're coming
they
from.
can get away about it a little bit. You watch UFC? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you watch UFC?
A
Colin?
little bit, but yeah.
I was about to say, you watch
I know
UFC,
enough
yeah.
to know what you're talking about.
So you kind of understand what I'm saying. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think if WWE is supposed to emulate a legitimate live sport, like a live combat sport,
They don't.
why?
They don't.
They don't.
WWE relies on the whole soap opera aspect.
On the entertainment. That's why
Yeah.
they call themselves sports
Sports
entertainment and not
But
combat sports.
they still emulate a sport. They try to make it look like a sport.
Well, they even sometimes refer to it as a dance. Rather than a... You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's... I really don't have much of an input on this, mainly because that's the thing, like you covered that. It's sports entertainment versus like actual combat sport. So really hiding everything in the ring is two different stories between the UFC and like even Bellator and the WWE. Unless you're TNA, I mean Impact, I mean Global Force,
Who?
I mean
Pick a name, you fucks.
I'm
Pick
about
a name.
Hey, Dixie Carter, fuck you.
She's been gone.
They pay their fans
She's
before
back, isn't she?
She's back?
I think so.
You watch this product?
No, I just wanted to hold
fuck
on.
them. Fuck them.
I'm
Fuck them.
sorry.
They pay fans before they pay talent.
Oh, we're not even...
That's bullshit.
We're not even
Fuck
we're not
that.
getting into
No,
that.
fuck that. I'm
We're
just
not
saying, fuck
getting
that.
into that. The talent obviously should be pissed off, but they probably can't make it in the East, so we are where we are.
Yeah. But like
Thing is, half of the guys, if they just left the company, WWE would try and scoop them up in an instant. It's the fact that they don't want to be there.
Actually, WWE has expressed no interest in any TNA talent.
James Storm.
except
For James Storm.
because most of them are just WWE like
Because they're either WWE rejects
yeah or has-beens.
or
But the
has-beens,
thing is-
or they just won't make
The
it.
thing is, WWE is on such a high horse that they won't try and take someone like EC3 if he were to leave. They won't.
Where would EC3 fit in WWE in
I
2017?
know.
Nowhere.
Same place you'd fit in TNA in 2017.
At the top of the card.
Sure. He's a good
You're gonna
wrestler.
throw EC
He'd be a great mid-carder. I think he could go
above
to...
Miz, Baron Corbin, and guys like that.
I think at the same level.
Okay.
I think
Same
he'd be...
level?
I think they need a stronger mid-card, in my opinion.
Okay.
WWE has a habit...
I'll buy it.
WWE has a habit of blurring the lines between their upper card and their mid-card. Who would you define as mid-card right now in WWE?
Miz.
Miz, Baron
and
Corbin.
perhaps Corbin.
So, two guys. They're champions.
Mike Kanellis, Dolph
Mike Kanellis.
Ziggler, Bobby Roode.
I would say Rude is
Some
main,
would argue
I
Shinsuke
would say
Nakamura.
Rude is main event.
I would argue Shinsuke Nakamura.
I would argue Shinsuke and
that
Rude
hurts
are
my
both-
heart.
Yeah.
I would argue that both of those guys are main event talents.
In terms of Raw, maybe I hate to say this, but Samoa Joe.
Disagree.
Really?
I'd say Joe's a main eventer.
I'd say Joe's in the main event scene
Yeah,
as well.
Joe, Braun, Roman,
Finn.
Finn.
I'd
Those
argue
guys are-
Finn.
those guys
I'd
are-
argue that Finn is in the main event.
They're the main eventers of
Seth.
Raw. Because here's the thing, Seth. Because here's the thing, they don't have their champ.
Yeah.
Because he's shooting deer in Saskatchewan or something. Brock, please don't.
Shout out
hurt
to Saskatchewan.
me. Yeah.
How many of those are you gonna get?
Brock, please don't hurt me.
Yikes.
I'd be legitimately scared if I was you too.
Yeah, I can run and I can hide, but Brock will still find me.
Yep.
No.
Basically.
Yeah, like the difference in mid card versus main eventers, it's I don't want to say it's become drastic in the last few years, but there's definitely a substantial difference of how mid carders have been treated between now and say like 2005, 2006.
Midcards are main eventing.
Yeah, mid cards are main eventing now.
So
We live in it's strange to say that it's always strange to think about this. We live in an era where
anything can go at any point in the card.
exactly anything can go anywhere,
Right.
and we live in a world where guys that were in the indies that were considered main eventers there, and people thought they would only be like either mid carders or jobbers in the WWE, are main eventers.
That's true. I mean,
Like if anyone wants to debate me on that,
the
4
thing
words:
is,
AJ Styles, WWE champion.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Mhm.
It's not like I hate hearing guys now be like, well, we never thought he'd be champion. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you
course
did.
you
It's
did.
2017. It's not 2011 anymore. Where
they had
Punk...
Finn Balor win the title within
had-
a month of his main roster call.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had Punk break through, and everything else, the floodgates fucking opened.
When Punk won the title after the pipe bomb and everything, he blew the door open for guys like Balor, for guys like AJ.
We haven't had a world champion above 280 pounds,
Really?
and we've only had a few who were above 240.
Mm,
Yikes.
Okay. Actually, now I'm
since
thinking
Punk.
of it. Who's the last one above 280 pounds?
Technically, Brock is 290.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brock is billed at 290.
Well, are we talking between
Braun
both world
could-
titles?
I'm talking between both world titles.
I'm gonna say the next one to do it.
Roman is 250.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
the next one to break that is Braun.
I think Braun will be the first guy to hold a world title above 300 pounds since I believe Taker. No, Kane.
No,
Kane
was 300 pounds? Was he? I was
Kane's
gonna say Show.
Kane's billed at 320.
I was gonna say Show.
World title.
Show held the world title in 2000 fucking. Fuck, what year was that?
Is it
Not anytime
4 or
recently.
3?
Yeah, it was. No. His world heavyweight title run.
2011.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking sooner than that then. Yeah, no, yeah, probably or Big Show or Mark Henry. Yeah, you're probably
Yeah,
right.
Big Show or Mark Henry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah, you are right. So,
What is this?
you. So
Which
for
fry
people,
represents
so
my
because we're an audio
salt?
podcast, asshole over here takes a picture of my French fries and goes, "This
It's
is how
covered in
This is
salt.
how salty I am."
I said this fry represents my level of salt. Shout out to my Snapchat for those of you who have me on Snapchat.
No one follow him on
Repeat
Snapchat.
my story.
If you still follow him, unfollow him.
Fuck you.
Told you, I'm going full on heel on you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, like part of me is actually glad that we live in a world where, you know, these guys that were considered nothings back then, that weren't, you know, the typical big sweaty man, Vince.
Because Vince loves big sweaty man.
Hey,
Honestly,
hey Ross,
And he
how
still
are ya?
can't really
I don't
get
believe
it
that
through.
anymore.
I don't believe it anymore. That's the thing.
I think that everyone else kind of sometimes overrules his thoughts. I feel like he still tries,
Yeah.
but I think that Triple H and a number of other people within the company are starting to change and adapt their thoughts and almost overrule Vince McMahon.
Having guys like Triple H, Regal, and I believe Corey Graves talks to Vince quite a bit.
Yeah.
Having
Actually,
guys like that
you know
in
what
his ear is.
You know what I heard too? Random fact about Corey Graves. A friend that I talked to the other night went to a live show. I think it was a SmackDown taping, and Graves came out, and the crowd fucking blew up.
People love him.
Graves is over.
Everybody
as
loves him.
Fuck.
You know who doesn't like Graves? Piers Morgan.
Who?
Fuck Piers
The
Morgan.
fucking talk show host?
Irrelevant. Piers Morgan.
Seriously?
Yeah, like America's Got Talent.
Yeah, like America's
Piers
Got
Morgan.
Talent.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
They got into a Twitter
The
fight.
thing that the British,
got
the
into
thing that the British television
makes me
personality
so
is
happy.
most known for
Yeah.
is an American reality competition show.
That's-
Go fuck yourself.
That's based on a British reality show that he was also a part of.
But doesn't.
Do your facts before you start saying stupid things.
No, I'm dead. He's a British guy on an America's Got Talent show.
I don't think he's doing America's Got Talent anymore.
He used to be. He used to.
right? Yeah.
He
You
used
do know Britain's Got Talent came first, right?
Yes, but
And you do know he was on that first, right?
Yes.
Which is how he got to America. Okay, just making sure.
yes.
Just making sure.
But my thought would be if they're gonna have an America's Got Talent like competition.
This is a wrestling podcast. Let's.
I'm just saying. Well, you're the one that's fact checking me here, so I'm just
saying you're wrong.
I'm defending my thought.
Well, your thought is
with
wrong.
that.
End of conversation.
Back to wrestling now.
Full on heel. Full
Full on heel or just like
Full
smarky
on
dick?
heel.
Oh my god, both of you. Yeah.
They're
so,
one and the same.
Corey Graves, I love Corey Graves. That's all I'm gonna say.
He should be on every.
He should be.
He should be, and he is on every WWE television program now, besides 205, which is why
Hardest-
it's below everthing else.
Hardest working man that's not in ring.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
on screen
Yep.
in the company.
Absolutely.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, so speaking of, since we're on the topic of Vince McMahon and his power trip,
Oh no.
War Games has no roof on it.
Oh.
This is gonna be
So
fun.
and this
It's
was
just not gonna be fun. It's just a steel cage match with 2 rings. It's
no,
dumb.
it's a giant
Exactly.
shark cage match. I brought this up in the group chat already.
You know,
I didn't see that.
Oh, did you not?
Yeah,
Did you see that?
no, wait, listen. So I was like, I brought up the fact that War Games has no roof, but
I
they're
saw
still gonna
that.
have 2 rings and a cage. And Yusuf goes,
I was like,
you know what that?
wait,
you know
I'm
what?
like, wait,
This
a
kid.
giant ring with no roof? That sounds like a ring big enough to fit a white shark.
No,
and I was like,
and then
oh
I
my
linked-
god.
No, and then I linked a video of
He
the
doesn't
Summer.
metal-
Oh yeah, and
I
that's when
linked
he
the video of
linked
the SummerSlam 2003 ad of Brock Lesnar F5ing the shark.
That's a great picture.
There's a
Need-
shark!
Need.
Oh my god.
You know
yeah,
what?
it's a giant shark cage match.
You know-
I hate to break it to you guys.
You know what Vince is thinking as he's lifting? Need Mattel Paychecks.
Honestly. So
Somebody call William Regal. Where is he? Regal.
No, but you know what?
Damn it. Listen to me, damn it. Damn it. Listen. Shut the fuck up, Tyler. I'll fire your ass too.
There's not gonna be a cage.
Get off.
So the thing that happened with this that's weird, kind of shady.
We should do a whole
Is that-
show
Just sounding like Vince.
You will
between
wake up.
Vince, Paul Heyman, and who else?
Howard
Triple
Finkel.
And Howard Finkel. Yes, and Triple H.
Well,
Well,
are you gonna do it or not?
Well, Hunter, as you know,
The 5th member of Team Raw is me.
drops mic, pedigrees.
No,
Jason
do you notice
Jordan.
what he said to him? He was like, "Is this your son?" He goes, "This is your son." And Angle goes, and he pedigrees his
Oh, okay,
ass.
cool.
He goes,
oh, is that what?
yeah. He goes,
That's what he said?
He goes, "This is your son," and he turns to him and goes, "Boom!" and pedigrees him. I died.
I like how the whole crowd popped for that.
The crowd,
Yeah.
the crowd
I was like-
sat all over Jason.
The
Jordan.
crowd has
That's
no
the
idea.
only publicity that Jason.
No, but
Jordan
you
will
know,
ever
but
get
like back
now.
to what I was gonna say. You know what's weird about that whole thing about the shark, the shark cage, the War Games not having a roof.
There's gonna be
It
a
started out with Vince and
This
Triple
we
H
don't.
talking about the match,
We-
and Vince said he didn't want a roof, and Hunter,
Who?
And Hunter was really disagreeing with him.
Except for the
Akam,
altars.
either Akam or Razar. That's my pick. Going dark horse pick. One
For
of them
what?
is doing
Jumping
a
off
high
the
spot.
cage?
Yep, one of them's gonna do a high spot.
I love the AOP. I'm probably the biggest AOP supporter on the show, but no.
Paul Ellering.
I'm going.
Paul Ellering in 2017 is
Someone-
gonna take
someone
the best bump of the
speculated.
year.
Someone was talking about
Look, if we can live in a world where the Sings took the best bump of the year so far, or one of at least.
accidental. bump of
Honestly,
the year.
honestly, we're living in a world right now where Paul Ellering's in a wrestling ring in 2017, so
Yeah.
it's not far from.
Yeah, but like my thing was, Vince and Hunter talked about the War Games match, and Vince said he didn't want a roof on the structure, and Triple H fought for it, and then they talk about it on a conference call, and Triple H was like, "I want something different. I want to make it fresh. I want to do this. I want to do that." And I'm
This
like,
is what Vince said.
"No, Triple H."
So this is what.
So after Triple H
Okay.
defended having a roof on the War Games match in a conference call, he supported it and said,
Oh, yeah,
"I want to make a fresh change."
Of course, he supported.
And
it
I
on the
believe we're
conference
in-
call.
I believe we're in an era where, like, a new era and this and that. And he's like, I feel it feels limited. You wouldn't see Arn Anderson jump off the top of the structure back in the day, but we would today with new
Good.
people. With new
I don't
people.
want to see Arn Anderson jump off again.
I wanted a roof on it.
I would actually wanted a roof on the head. I would have had that same tradition.
Because at this point, it's literally just a WWE steel cage match
Yeah.
with 2 rings.
Yeah. I feel like
Which will still be fucking.
going
Wait,
up-
this is
what?
How? It's gonna be a big steel cage with nothing in the middle.
Nothing in the middle.
With
Nothing
the
in the middle.
with the okay. Just
Yeah.
making sure.
it's just gonna be a giant ring.
Yeah.
It's a giant ring.
I think so.
No, it's,
It's
two.
not-
It's
is it gonna
two
be two
separate.
separate
It's
rings?
2 separate rings.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
With a steel cage going around the
Around the
outside
outside.
of the 2 rings,
Not splitting down.
not splitting. Okay,
Okay, gotcha.
that's
Okay, now
good.
I
To,
get it.
that's good to know.
Someone. No, sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, I feel like I just thought about this. I feel like it would make the most sense for the Authors of Pain, one of them or both, to do like the cage spot, because everyone else involved in that match would probably do it anyways.
Yeah.
Sanity, fuck
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Eric Young would do it.
Eric Young would do it in a
Strong.
heartbeat.
He-
Roderick Strong would probably do
Eric
it in a
Young would
heartbeat.
start on.
Adam
Adam
Cole,
Cole,
I
no.
shit you not, would probably stand on top of the cage, yell Adam Cole, baby, and then jump.
Yeah.
And probably do a fucking moonsault or something.
Yeah, probably. And then fucking Redragon can do anything. I'm sorry, Undisputed
Who?
Era.
Who?
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 What?
Who?
Who?
Try again. Undisputed Era.
Yes, the Undisputed Era. Not Redragon.
No, but-
What's Redragon?
But like,
What the fuck is that?
I don't know
That's
what that
weird.
is.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I was talking to
Ring of Honor. What?
What?
Who?
Who?
someone I was talking to.
PWG.
Someone I was talking to was saying that Roderick Strong could turn heel in this
Stop.
match.
That would be interesting.
No. I
That
said
man is a father.
no. Shut the fuck
So
up.
is Daniel Bryan, but look what they're doing to him.
Well,
Daniel Bryan could turn heel very soon as well.
I know, I'm hoping.
There were
That-
rumors that he might screw Team SmackDown over as well at Survivor Series.
and do what? Nobody can do anything to him.
That's the point.
He could be the biggest fucking heel if he wanted to be. Well, no, he couldn't because he has such a big following now. It'd be hard to turn him heel.
He just wants to leave. Let the man
He just
leave.
wants to fucking kick someone in the head.
He just
That's
wants to
all
go.
he wants to do.
I
He
don't
wants
think
to
I
end
don't-
his contract. Go
He
to
should
Ring
not.
of Honor.
If he
Yeah.
wrestles another,
and be done.
I feel like if he wrestles again, he's gonna die.
I don't even think he wants to make it a. He just wants one
He
more.
just wants match. Yeah,
It's-
I don't think
it's-
it's. At this point, I think he's starting to finally realize that he can't do like
What he
Anything.
used
a
to do.
tour or anything anymore. He just wants one more match.
It's the
Here's the problem with him. He doesn't know who he wants.
it's the Shawn
Because
Michaels
they're all in
thing when-
WWE and WWE won't let him wrestle.
Not everybody.
Not
Yeah,
everybody.
The only
The
reason,
majority of who?
Majority. Because the thing is, Bryan Styles would have to be WWE. Bryan Nakamura would have to be WWE. Bryan Lesnar would have to be WWE.
I don't think he really wants to face Brock though.
I don't think.
I think he just says that as a joke.
Nakamura, Bryan.
Nakamura Bryan has to be WWE.
That'd be okay.
Yeah.
Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan would have to be WWE.
Now it has to be WWE.
Has to be, yeah, now.
Omega.
Any of
Omega
his,
would be good.
any of his indie homies has to be WWE, except for maybe
Omega.
Kenny,
Yep.
Cody, Zach.
I wouldn't be excited for Cody and Bryan. I'm not gonna lie.
It wouldn't be that great. Cody's
Yeah, I
not bad.
forgot that. I forgot that they were friends.
Yeah, they're friends too.
Yep.
to be,
Zack Sabre Jr., Daniel Bryan would have to be in the Indies.
Kota Ibushi.
Fuck.
I don't even watch
Look,
Japanese wrestling.
Look,
That'd be dope.
We all know if Miz was gonna do another WWE match, it would be Miz.
Yeah.
Let's stop playing
It
ourselves.
should
No,
be.
yeah.
the problem
And
is though, I was reading a comment once here on the Facebook group, but one of them was just saying, let's just tell the real truth. The only reason that Vince is not gonna let Daniel Bryan wrestle, that reason is fear. Because if someone like Bryan, who is
That's
that,
a lawsuit.
It's a lawsuit, yeah.
Because Bryan is so over. If he comes back to wrestle, then Vince has no excuse for continuing to push Reigns.
Yeah, but the thing, no, 'cause
No.
it'll be a one-off
The-
match,
Yeah.
I think
and they're on separate brands at this point. So
it's the Shawn Michaels thing from 2002. Michaels didn't plan on another run in 2002.
No, he
he planned on doing one just to see if he could do it,
and he did it, and they
That was
stayed.
probably
And
the
then-
best run.
and obviously that was the best matches of his career.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It won't be the same thing with Bryan, but Bryan just wants that one more just because it ended so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His career.
It was
lovely.
it was Mania. It was Mania, a match with Sheamus, and it was over.
Yeah.
Like, at least with Edge, technically he had his, final Mania moment before he had to go into retirement.
Well, Edge was planning for it anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. Bryan didn't plan for this.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't.
They just told him that they were going to be in Seattle, and they're like, look, you're telling them you're retiring tonight.
Yep.
We're going to be in your hometown, you're telling them.
Yep.
That's it.
You're like,
It's just, it's a shame because I really want to see him wrestle again. The thing is, the only thing that makes me feel a little bit better about it, even though it's a really shitty situation, is that if he stayed and continued to wrestle, he would have just been buried by Reigns and the crowd, and this whole Reigns thing could have been a million times worse if it weren't for Daniel Bryan retiring. It could have been a million.
oh, I
times
don't think
worse.
we would have been anywhere near the situation when if Bryan was still wrestling.
Yeah.
I think we would have
Everything
backed
that's
out
happening
along.
right now,
We would have changed a long time
Yeah.
ago the plans.
I don't think so.
really.
Oh, something totally.
The only
different
reason
would
why
happen.
WWE changed their plans about Bryan was because they had no one else, and Daniel Bryan was the only one that was over enough. With Reigns, they have someone else over Bryan, so they're gonna push the shit out of him. They almost did. They already did, and then he got injured again.
The fact of the matter is, I
They
feel
already
like
did.
If Daniel Bryan was still healthy and could still wrestle, and Reigns wasn't the plan, or he wasn't the backup to the backup, we would literally be living in a world where the WWE is ruled by the Indies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
All
very
we
close
did-
to being an indie show from 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a very massive scale.
Yep.
Like look at the names that are headlining Manias these days. It's Seth Rollins, it's Dean Ambrose, it's AJ Styles.
I mean, next year it's gonna be like Brock and Roman again, but
Ring of Honor, CZW, Ring of Honor, TNA, New Japan, TNA. What's TNA?
Global Force.
Global Force.
Who?
otherwise-
What?
Who knows anymore?
Fuck that Al.
Yeah, true. You know they're a Canadian company that owns them now.
Are they?
You know where they're based too?
Anthem.
Toronto?
You know where they're based? Toronto. 30 minutes away from
Fucking
my house.
Toronto.
Wait, what company?
Anthem Incorporated. Anthem
Oh, shoot.
LLC. Yeah, they're based. Their head office is like 30 minutes away from my house. But yeah,
Would it be wrong to consider NXT as well?
NXT is technically
Since there's a lot.
it's a
of indie guys
developmental. I feel it's still like a developmental program, but
It
it's
feels like it's gone back to a developmental program.
going.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, because it got way too big for them. I felt like they were like, oh man.
What? The
Yeah,
NXT was growing bigger than more
Then-
than the actual
then-
product.
And, well, yes, NXT was getting bigger than the product, and NXT was
The one thing that
becoming
fucked-
something they couldn't control.
The one thing that fucked NXT was the draft, the brand split.
Yeah.
After the brand split, there was nothing left of NXT. That's why Bobby Roode carried the belt for that long. They wouldn't have had him carry the belt for that long if they didn't have someone that they wanted to give it to.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, McIntyre
Oh,
came
I'm
right in
just
and
being
took the
a
belt.
dickhead. I'm being a dickhead now.
Yeah. Could have told you that.
It's funny. The reason I mentioned NXT because I remember reading it was like the Triple H interview before WrestleMania 31, and he was like before prepping for the interview. There's a lot of guys like in every main event for WrestleMania 31, except for Sting versus Triple H. There's one guy who's from NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I mentioned NXT because there are a lot of guys.
Ziggler's the gatekeeper and Triple H is the final boss.
The final boss fight.
Rip.
Well,
Unless you Sting and you lose.
Well,
you know what's crazy? We people shit all over Jason Jordan now, but when he was in NXT, the crowd loved him.
yeah.
Gable. Jordan. It was never it was never consistent.
Yeah,
It was
Gable. Jordan, Jordan.
And they were never time when they would change the names.
So I had to dig up this tweet. Shout out to my boy Pro Wrestling Mag.
Hey, buddy.
There's genuinely something for everyone this weekend. The nostalgic fans get Triple H and Kurt Angle competing. The old school WCW fans get War Games again.
Yep.
The current crop have Brock versus AJ for the, so to speak, new generation.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brock is part of the new generation.
Not exactly, no.
AJ is.
But
for
in
sure.
this day and age, we get that, which you wouldn't have thought about that 10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a chance.
And the fans looking for something new have, I don't know how you guys feel about this match, or are going to feel about this. Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black.
People are really looking forward to that match. I don't really care for it.
Okay.
I think it'll just be it'll be an interesting
I have the
match.
sick feeling
I
that
like the Velveteen Dream.
I have the sick feeling that Dream's gonna go over,
I think so, yeah.
but I want Black to go over because I predicted Black.
It's another one of those matches where the fans really don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Thing is, we're at a spot right now, and this is what's so great about Survivor Series. What makes a show so appealing to me is
You really
when
don't
I
know
can't
who's gonna win.
exactly
Yeah, you don't
when you
know.
don't know who's gonna win, and especially in this kind of brand warfare kind of tactic, because it's so many variables going in. Because like Tim said, there's really not much build, so you can't really go off of a build.
Mhm.
It's also a business strategy of what brand do they want to which brand needs it.
Oh, okay. You did this last week about
What?
their business where they want to look at it and keep it storyline because they we know that they want to make both brands look good, but in this one they just can't. Someone's gonna look like ass, and it's gonna be SmackDown.
I don't think someone's gonna look like ass at all.
I think SmackDown could get clean swept.
I disagree, but I see where you're coming from. I know what you mean. I get it.
Because SmackDown just changed all their champions, so
Yeah, because it's purely commercial though. They just want more people to buy the show and buy the network. That's really it. I mean, no one wanted to see Brock Jinder. No one.
we're not.
Not even Brock.
Not even Brock. Exactly.
Brock, you gotta face Jinder Mahal. Who?
I wanted to see it.
Can I beat the shit out of someone else then? Man, thing is, we're just there's so much uncertainty going into Survivor Series about certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it.
That's okay.
And
That's what this
even
is
War
for.
Games though too, it really does. I was not feeling like this show was gonna be a Big Four show, but now the more I think about it, the more I feel like this is gonna be a Big Four show. One thing that I'm surprised about though.
We'll see.
One thing I'm surprised about though.
This is true.
Yeah, is that with a 2-hour pre-show, they only have one pre-show match.
It's gonna be 6 hours. I'm not gonna be able to watch any of it.
The thing is,
So
they could have made a cruiserweight Survivor Series match to fill up the 2-hour pre-show.
Jesus Christ.
At least half of it.
It might be impromptu.
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe
'Cause
Gulak comes out. Gulak interferes in the match because he's kind of been buddy-buddy with Enzo. And then Mustafa comes out and helps Kalisto. And then it just pig piles on. More and more guys come out. Angle comes out, makes it a Survivor Series match.
If I was watching the show on Sunday, I would definitely say just have Joe Gulak do a PowerPoint for 2 hours.
Well, Paul Heyman narrates it.
Yes. 100%. That needs to be an interaction that happens. Paul Heyman and Drew Gulak.
I would like that.
That would be awesome. Can we get Paul Heyman to go to 205 Live? Is that even an option?
That would be dope.
Is that even like in Paul's contract? Hey Paul, you gotta go to 205. Where?
What?
What?
I have to do what?
I have to do what?
That's the day Paul Heyman leaves on.
That's the day when he walks out again.
That's the day he's like,
Yeah.
all right, then I'll be like, you know what? Sure, I'll go.
Yeah.
Like 205, automatically just like the logo's gone. It's like, Paul, what happened to the 205 logo? Why are there where are the
Why is your
numbers?
face everywhere?
Why is your face everywhere?
No,
What-
this is when
no.
he comes
We're
out-
changing it to something else.
He
We're
comes out.
changing it to the
I
Paul
have an
Heyman
idea
show.
for you guys.
Stop it.
Ready? E-C, Paul, stop right there. W, uh-oh. and he brings, we gotta
get this guy out of the
He brings
company.
back the jacket and the hat and everything and the fucking ponytail.
We gotta get this guy out of our company.
He's like 205 Live, ladies and gentlemen, is officially moving to the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Oh my god.
We're back!
Yes!
EC dub! EC
What
dub!
if they did a 205 at the Hammerstein Ballroom?
Holy fuck, that'd be fun.
Could they actually do that?
Well, didn't they do an NXT at the Hammerstein Ballroom? Or are they planning on one?
No, I think they've done NXT at the ballroom. It
think
wasn't
they-
taped,
yeah,
but I think they
yeah.
have done it at the ballroom.
Yeah, check that.
The
Or they
Hammerstein
could-
Ballroom
they
is one of
could
the
say-
coolest venues in wrestling.
They have
No, it doesn't
Paul.
look like it.
They have Paul.
Yeah, they
call
have
it-
no one.
They have Paul call it 290 live.
Two
Have
minutes.
Brock come out and
And-
eat all the cruiserweights in a huge ass gauntlet match. Have
I'm also fine with that.
yeah.
Anything where I can get Paul Heyman on my screen. Actually, I'm almost getting bored of Paul Heyman.
Really?
I really
Can-
enjoyed the
This is
promo
something
cut on
actually,
Monday.
it's funny, I remember reading from PW Insider from like 2015. There had been discussions that NXT could do the Hammerstein
Yeah,
Ballroom, but it
it
was
never
never
happened.
confirmed.
It never happened.
And it was
Fine.
never
I
followed
feel
up.
like
That's sad. I think
Yeah,
Hammerstein
it
Ballroom.
they should do Takeover, like fuck Takeover Brooklyn, although that's like their flagship, I guess,
Yeah.
so to speak. They should do a Takeover Brooklyn and the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Well, they can't do it. They're not doing it Brooklyn next year, are they? Are they in Brooklyn? What's the plan?
I don't
for
think they
SummerSlam?
announced it yet.
I don't think so.
Is there? What are the rumors?
Probably.
There's rumors that WrestleMania 30 something is going to be in Philly, and I'm
Dude,
so
if
excited.
it is, we gotta go.
If it's in Philly, I'm going.
Owen wants to get tickets to 34.
I'm not going to 30.
to 34? I want to go, but like I don't want.
They're like $250 a ticket for like a
I
100
think it-
section seating.
I think if we were going to do a VWP WrestleMania, we should wait till next year.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
we should
agree.
definitely
I'm
look
down
into
to.
it.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Once we all receive a little bit more funds,
Yeah.
and whenever we know where it is.
Yep, it'll.
On the good news
SummerSlam next year is gonna be in New York again.
Is it
Yeah.
for how many more years? Did they just announce, or is it a 3-year deal again?
This was announced. This was announced in August that it's gonna be in Barclays again, but they don't know how long it's gonna be. I
Okay.
think next year's the last year. I think.
I'm thinking.
But yeah, VWP does WrestleMania. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
If-
Oh yeah.
It's
SummerSlam
supposed to be on
returns.
the East Coast this year.
What is?
SummerSlam, yeah,
Next year.
SummerSlam next year.
SummerSlam is
35.
35 supposed to be on the East Coast.
I think it's
Yeah.
on the East Coast.
They said either
Well,
they
it's-
said, they
It was
said
between
New York.
and Philly
Yep.
because
And
Detroit backed out.
And it's most
Yeah.
likely no. Detroit never put in a bid.
Or Detroit was never in. That was wrong information. So
Yeah.
it's between Philly and New York.
Survivor Series is gonna.
Which either
alright,
ways.
Yeah, Survivor Series is
So
gonna be
here's
in
the thing.
California.
So here's the
next
thing. SummerSlam's gonna be in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Survivor Series is gonna be in New York, or in LA. Sorry, Brooklyn and then LA. So my guess is Mania is gonna be in Philly
year. Mania
in
next.
20.
Oh yeah,
Mania
that would make
No,
sense.
Mania
2019.
2019.
Because they won't do. Because that's when they'll change. Either if they stay in Brooklyn for SummerSlam 2019, they'll have Mania in Philly.
Yes, I can agree.
Yeah.
with that.
If they change where where SummerSlam is, if they change where SummerSlam is in
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 for
19.
WrestleMania 35.
Yeah.
That year.
it could go either way.
Okay. Yeah,
But they
I
won't
could agree
do
to
they
that.
won't do two big four pay-per-views in the New York area.
I could agree with that.
I
Yeah.
can agree with that.
Either way,
Uh,
because it's like it's either in Philly, which means I can go home,
Yep. Yeah.
or in New York. It's fucking New York.
Hey,
only a
well,
few hours away.
so when are we getting Mania back in Canada?
Never.
Never.
You will not get it.
WrestleMania
Toronto.
Bizarro Land.
Fuck!
Sorry,
I just want Mania back in Canada, damn it. That's all I ask.
WrestleMania UK will probably happen before
Because-
WrestleMania Canada.
because what's your biggest arenas?
The Air Canada Center.
Which fits how many?
I don't even fucking remember.
70, I think, at most.
70, 80?
I mean, that's the average for WrestleMania, though. But it's actually recently it's getting
football,
up to 80.
They want football stadiums.
That's the problem.
and stuff.
Recently it's getting up to 80.
You don't have
When was the
anything
last
big
time
enough.
we had a thing? Yeah, it was Survivor Series last year. It was in
Survivor Series last year was at the ACC.
yeah.
Yeah, you just had a big four. Relax over there.
No.
Relax. Relax.
Yeah, meanwhile, New York gets everything.
Yeah, New York gets everything.
New York does get a lot. You know why? Because we have the best crowds.
Because we're not Canada.
New York and LA get the
Why am I saying we like I represent New York?
New
I
York
don't
and LA
represent-
get the big four pay-per-views, and that rightfully so.
Yeah.
They're high-grossing cities.
New York, LA, Miami.
Orlando, yeah, or Miami, Orlando.
Miami, Orlando.
So the
And the Rumble always
And then
seems to
somehow
end up
Texas
near.
always seems to slide in there too.
Dallas
Texas-
slides in a lot.
Houston this year for Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Philly, Pittsburgh area normally gets a Rumble.
Yeah, Boston got a Rumble a couple years ago.
Boston
2011.
did get the Rumble.
Yeah, Boston got the Rumble 20.
They got the largest Royal Rumble of all
The
time.
only-
Yeah, 2011, I think.
The only pay-per-views I ever want to
You're-
go to, I want to go to a Rumble and a
Was
Mania.
that?
The year Alberto
That's
won
it.
the Rumble?
Yeah, Alberto.
Yeah.
Alberto Del Rio.
Albito Del Pejo.
Yikes.
Oh.
That took a turn.
And we're gonna
We're
steer the
gonna.
other way.
So guys, what else? What the fuck, man?
I don't know.
This is really.
I will honestly just. I'll keep
Well,
bullshitting
I mean,
about
last
wrestling.
week we already
I'll keep
went through the
bullshitting.
cards.
I mean, I'm gonna look through if there's anything else interesting.
I mean, Wrestle
we've-
Kingdom 12 is going to be a fucking
Oh, we're not
jam-packed show.
talking about Wrestle Kingdom.
No, it's going to be a jam-packed show, though.
We already mentioned it last week, but I
And-
will say it
and-
again. Wrestle Kingdom 12 is gonna be glorious.
You marks.
It will.
If somebody sends me a stream, I'll watch
If we could get together to watch Wrestle Kingdom 12, that'd be fun.
I mean, I wish we could have gotten together to watch Survivor Series, because that'll be dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But...
Brothers is busy.
No, I know. I'm busy, too.
You're geeking that night, aren't you?
Are you gay?
No,
What are you
I'm getting together with some friends for a birthday.
Word.
Word.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna be out of town.
Are you going to Canada?
You go home so much.
That's the nice thing about having long weekends. Because I have
Yeah.
Friday, Monday, no class.
Mm.
So you just go to you
just
just
go
go
home
home
every
like
now and then,
every
yeah.
other weekend?
Yeah.
Damn.
Almost every other weekend.
Jesus Christ.
How's
How's that hurt your bank account?
How's that feel in the bank?
You'd be surprised. Not that bad.
I mean, you gig a lot, so you probably make a decent amount, too.
Show me your ways.
We probably shouldn't talk about how much Yusuf makes on the air, though.
We're not talking
Yeah, no,
about
we're
how
not
much
gonna
he
talk about
makes.
that.
We're just
What are
saying
you doing Sunday?
the theater gala.
Oh, you're playing the gala?
Yes.
Oh, have fun with that.
Behind the scenes of
And I'm not getting paid.
Vacant
Oh,
wrestling.
you're not getting paid?
No.
Really?
But it's a-
oh, you know what?
But it's a
Yeah,
paid. But it's a paid event to go
Yeah,
to.
no, I heard about that because Michael and Mona are homies.
Mhm.
Those
Shout out to
motherfuckers.
them.
Shout out to them.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mona.
In other
Oh,
news,
no.
Yusuf has his Bullet Club merch on.
Shut the fuck up. I honestly didn't know we were going to do a show today, and I just felt like wearing this.
Mark.
But yeah, I'm wearing my American
Merchandise?
Nightmare shirt and my
Did we say
my Bullet Club hoodie.
Bullet.
Bullet Club?
Did someone say?
He's sniffing. Hold on. Oh.
Bullet Club?
Hey.
Too sweet. Sorry,
I'm literally-
No.
One sweet.
One sweet. I am literally a
You
blackout.
don't watch the indies. Stop acting like you do.
Oh man.
Any indie news?
Not
Mark?
well. Okay.
Since
here's-
the last
Mark,
time we
I
had
brought
something,
this up
You,
in the
you
group.
and your friend Mark? Any indie?
Mark and Mark. I brought this up in the group chat. I don't know if we touched up on this.
Probably.
I found out recently that Meltzer, our fuck you, Dave Meltzer,
Our favorite uncle that we want.
that we want to kill. Well, not us, but maybe Tim.
Yikes, dude! I was just gonna say stop doing what he's doing and
That
stop
too.
doing his job.
Forget I said
Anyway,
that. Sorry, Dave.
Dave.
Yeah,
Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer ended up giving another 5-star match out recently.
To who?
As if he's not handing those out like fucking cookies.
Was it a Japanese match?
No, it was for PWG.
That's okay. He reserved
With
6
who?
stars for.
Zack Sabre Jr. and what's his face? Walter. Don't know Walter. He's
That's
an Australian
fine.
talent.
Yeah, I
But
remember you
Zack
mentioning
Sabre Jr. finally got himself a
That-
fucking 5-star.
I mean, that's fine. He saved the 6 stars for Japan.
yeah.
5 stars are for whoever he wants to give it to. That's
Pretty
not
much.
WWE.
But yeah, so
When's the last WWE 5-star match?
Cena,
Punk,
Cena,
Cena.
Is it
Punk.
Punk Cena?
Punk
Yeah.
Cena's the last one.
Yep.
They haven't had a 5-star since.
That's a shame.
The closest they got to 5 stars.
I went and rewatched
Was
that
it
match.
Cena
That
Styles?
match isn't
Yeah.
that match isn't as good as.
It's the here.
It's
and
the
we'll go.
build.
We'll go back to the whole fucking original thing we were talking about. It was the fucking build.
Well, yeah, it was a. Dave Meltzer proves my point.
Remember
there.
there were rumors that he was literally gonna actually leave and take the belt to like ROH
In Japan, yeah.
in Japan. because no one knew anything.
Yeah,
The shoot
because
was
the thing
he took the real belt
Because
and
Dave
biked
Meltzer,
home.
because Dave Meltzer didn't fucking spoil everything like he always does.
Well, the shoot was he got on his bike and went home
Got on his,
in his gear.
got on his bike.
in his
Yeah,
gear.
with the title and just bike
with
home.
his title, biked home, threw the title in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a picture.
No one
Let's
was
just talk
aware
about. Does anyone notice that after?
Why the fridge?
Does anyone notice that after Punk took the belt and Cena got a new belt, it looked like it was made out of paper.
Yeah.
It looked awful, and no one ever brought it up. It looked like fucking
No,
paper.
people brought
It
it up.
looked like cardboard.
It looked like
almost.
it looked like the toy championship belt.
It was.
It was a
replica.
Because Punk actually took off with a
That's
legit belt.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So they couldn't use the legit belt because Punk had it.
Yeah, because Punk started
And
in
then-
his fucking fridge.
And then Punk and Triple H did some weird shit at a con.
Oh,
At a
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 34 tickets officially on sale. Let me see if there's anything interesting on PW Insider we could.
Our discount Dave Meltzer already got pre-sales.
21 years to the day of the debut of everyone's favorite Johnson, The Rock.
He actually shit all over his debut at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson?
Dwayne the Johnson Rock.
Even better.
Yeah.
The
John the Dwayne Roxon.
The Johnson says.
Shout out to Ollie Davis. Every time he says Rock the Dwayne Johnson, I laugh so hard.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
It's so fun.
Oh
and
my
he
God.
speaks and he's British, I'm pretty sure. So he speaks
I'm
with a
sorry.
slight accent.
I'm sorry. I gotta bring this up. This is on PW Insider from this is yesterday. Talking about Impact. A report on Impact Wrestling from this past week.
The collective
Gail Kim
groan.
is still relevant. Don't know how
She is?
retiring. I don't know.
She's retiring with the belt.
Who?
She's relinquishing the title.
Who's still relevant?
Gail
Gail
Kim.
Kim
Oh yeah.
from Toronto, Canada.
Oh yeah, fuck David Otunga. He's gonna get fired.
He's gonna get
Is he?
Yeah.
He's getting divorced.
Jennifer Hudson claimed that David Otunga got physical with her,
Ouch.
So he's probably getting fired.
so he's gonna get fired.
There
Which
is
is
a
fine. 'cause
talent-
We don't need
Can
him.
we talk about this? I need to talk about this. There is a talent on Impact named Falaba.
Yeah, I saw that guy. Falaba.
Spelled Fallahbah.
Why am I not watching this product?
Falaba.
Wait, that's why I'm not watching.
Oh yeah,
it.
Bobby Lashley calls himself Paul Heyman's side chick.
What?
Because he said that he said whenever Paul has problems with Brock, he calls Bobby Lashley.
Paul Heyman calls Bobby Lashley whenever he's having
Wow.
problems with Brock Lesnar.
He goes, I'm gonna send Paul another tweet. Paul will reach out to me out of nowhere with a tweet or text. Those are the times where Brock kind of pisses him off a little bit. Then he calls me and sees how I'm doing. Then him and Brock make up and he disappears. I think Paul says if Brock pisses him off enough and he needs to bring someone in to shut him up, I'm the man. But then they make up and he leaves me alone. Then I get another tweet out of nowhere and then he disappears again. It's kind of like the boyfriend and girlfriend where the boyfriend says he's going to cheat on her and then she cooks him dinner and he changes his mind. Heyman is a big tease to me. I am the side chick. I'm okay with it. The side chick usually gets whatever she wants at the end of the day. Maybe it'll
And
happen
doesn't
one
have to
day.
commit.
Maybe it'll happen one day. Lesnar versus Lashley.
Oh God, no.
No.
That
We don't
one-
need it.
No,
I don't know.
no. Sender, return to sender.
Return to
Return to sender.
Pink slip it.
Yeah.
Pink slip.
Don't. No, that was never said. We're gonna erase that part of the podcast.
Fuck you.
We are live. It's a Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vacant Wrestling Podcast. I am Tyler,
After
the host of the
you,
host of the whole
Tyler.
damn show, The House.
Fuck
That
you, Tyler.
Tyler built.
Bah.
Leave right now.
Are we good?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm good.
Anything? Any other?
Best in wrestling,
Anything
anyone?
else y'all want to
Best in wrestling.
for this week?
The Monday Night Raw siege on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I actually liked it.
I'm trying to think. TBH.
Did Miz do anything this week? Damn it, I can't say.
Because if he
Wait,
didn't-
my best in wrestling is Ellsworth getting released.
No, okay, we
Rip.
can. That's what
Did
we
we talk-
didn't talk about.
Wait, no.
We
did
fucking
bring it
forgot
up.
to talk about
We brought it up,
We
but
brought
we
it
just
up.
kind of
Yeah.
zoomed
Yeah, we
past
brought
it,
it
like
up.
everyone else in the
I
wrestling
actually
team.
have a different best in wrestling but we'll get to it. Let's talk about Ellsworth real quick. Or
I
do
have
we not
nothing
want
to
to?
say.
I mean, for me, I never cared.
Bye, James.
Okay.
Rip.
My real best. That being said, my real best in wrestling this week is Jason Jordan getting shit all over and then pedigreed by Triple H after he asked Angle, "Is this your son?"
Yes.
I'm your son.
And him crying like Big Show. That was pathetic.
You won a freaking gold medal.
with a broken freaking neck.
If he doesn't turn heel, it's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
He tried pulling the nepotism card. He was like, "Dad." The one time he called him Dad was when he wanted something. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. No.
Pops? You're not my dad.
You're not my dad.
Jesus Christ, Jason Jordan.
If
Man,
he,
I miss him.
I wouldn't
Colin,
be
your best in
seeing him
wrestling.
Before my best in wrestling, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Jason Jordan comes out for the Survivor Series 5-on-5 match
Wasn't that the Fanta option
and turns on
from
Kurt.
last week?
What?
We were I was just listening to the podcast. You like brought up different versions of how it's gonna end with like soda.
Oh,
Was that
yeah.
the Fanta version. I was. Oh, damn. That's sad.
What happened to the talks of Randy Orton turning heel? There were actually talks of that happening.
Yeah.
How about Randy Orton?
It wouldn't
just
make sense,
Never.
though.
How about Randy Orton retires?
I'm okay with that.
How about Randy Orton as a
Who
sole
retires
survivor
it now?
again?
Or
but
Randy
this
Orton-
time, a la Survivor Series 2005, I think it was.
Oh,
How
man.
about-
Where the Undertaker appeared? No, not the Undertaker.
In a-
Jinder Mahal appears in a
And a
casket.
flaming casket.
Oh,
In a
no.
flaming casket.
No.
No!
How about
No.
Sister Abigail comes back as the 5th member of Team SmackDown
For the women's.
for the Women's Survivor Series match?
No.
Hey, Tyler.
What?
Get out.
What a wasted opportunity that was, Sister Abigail.
Sister Abigail.
I know.
I hate
That
how
never
it's
happened.
just- It was never brought up either.
Yeah, it wasn't brought up after the fact.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Did anyone not share their best in wrestling?
At this point, I'm still bullshitting.
I'm still gonna say the Team Raw invasion.
I'd say the same as well.
I feel like there's something else. But
Stephanie McMahon, back on my TV. Bless your heart. I love you, Steph.
ugh.
You actually enjoy Stephanie's
I
character?
love Stephanie McMahon on
Fuck
TV.
her character, dude. All she does is just walk around and dick everybody around.
And it's awesome. It's what she should be doing.
Alright.
Because you know why? Because she's the fucking Stephanie McMahon.
She's the queen, and this
She's
is her
the
queendom.
queen,
Welcome
and
to her
she's
queendom.
Alright, so now that's our best of wrestling. How about
So
our
what?
pink-
Yeah.
pink
What's our
slips?
what's our pink slip
Jason Jordan.
today?
Are we waiting for me?
Yeah.
Somebody else say something. I'm thinking. Goddamn it.
Oh.
Damn.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say goddamn.
I mean, this might be a
How are
little.
you?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm trying to think. I have no idea what I'm gonna go for.
Today.
Fuck you. My pink slip, even though it's very literal, goes to James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Rip.
Bye.
Rip in peace.
Colin.
I think I hate to piggyback on Yusuf all the time. I'm gonna say Jason Jordan as well.
I mean, that
I
was
changed
my
my mind.
that was my best in wrestling. I love watching him get shit all over.
The ruthless war game structure.
Oh my god, yes, true.
Alistair Black.
Yeah, you don't like him.
Yeah, you don't like him. That's true.
He's a guy with. You've heard me say this before. He's
I
a
know.
guy
He's
with
just
tattoos
like he's
and
like
a metal
a
theme.
spooky dude.
A spooky
He's
dude.
an attempt at a
Spooky
spooky
dude.
dude, and it doesn't work. Okay, let me be serious. The Shield New Day match.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fair.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Missed
that's
opportunity
right.
with that one.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, those promos could have been great.
I'm excited for it all the same, but still.
Yeah.
I wish they
It'll
didn't-
still be one of the best matches.
I wish they didn't take this long to like get it going.
Yeah,
To like
yeah.
finally pull the trigger on it.
Like the week
Yeah.
of,
yeah.
and Roman's like, I want the.
To
I
be
want the
fair,
New Day.
the Shield kind of took a hitch in the road because Roman decided to go get syphilis or whatever the fuck he got.
Syphilis.
Or the
Jesus.
mums. or
That's
whatever
exactly
So
what
did
happened.
Bray.
Or the
JoJo
mums or whatever
Bo.
the fuck he got. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm a musician. Fuck off.
Jesus
Same
Christ.
Yeah. So that's about it. I don't think
Wait.
What? There's more?
There's more. What do we do at the end of every episode, Yusuf?
Oh, of course. I was about to get to that.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Jesus, man. Well, okay. One of us is gonna get to it before he does. Shut your fucking mouth.
Shut up!
Hey guys, since we're done, all that's left is now the greatest time of the show. Shut up, Tyler.
Your favorite part,
Shout outs! So, where do we begin?
Wendy's.
Shout out to Wendy's for feeding Tim.
Because God
Shout out
bless.
to Dunks for.
You say dunks?
I say whatever
Get
the
out.
fuck I want.
Get out.
Shut your goddamn
No.
mouth.
You
No.
speak like
Shout
a
out
true
to
Boston.
Dunkin'
You know what?
Donuts.
You know what? I say bucks for Starbucks.
Ha!
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
Shout out to Dunkin' Donuts. Shout
I
out
might
to
actually go
Apple.
get some coffee.
Shout out to
after this.
Berkeley. Shout out to Roger Brown. Shout out to.
They don't deserve my shoutouts.
I feel.
I'm just gonna let you guys do this. Trash.
And I know why.
I don't know what the fuck else.
We're on Twitter.
We're on Twitter. Oh no, wait, I forgot.
Not me.
Shout out to the Cultaholic boys.
What the fuck
Uh,
you?
Sam,
Make it Twitter.
Sam, Ross, Adam, and Jack.
Yep, good shit.
Yep,
Shout out
good
to Ollie
good shit.
Davis.
Glad you guys actually have your stuff out.
Shout out to Ollie Davis.
Shout out to our graphic designer who's making our logo, which is coming like in the next couple
Is there a
days.
name that we can give for that? Is there a shout out name I can give for that?
Oh yeah, her name's Eunice.
Bless your heart, Eunice.
Eunice, you are the best. We love you. Thank you.
They stole my gimmick. But
Wow. I think that's about it. I think we're. Shout out to the various people that passed us by.
Shout out to Colin, who ran here just before we hit record.
Yeah.
I was hoping Colin.
We were hoping for a run-in, but no. Shout out
to AJ. We'll see you on the podcast soon.
Very soon. Shout out to...
I was like, AJ Styles.
Yeah, we're getting AJ Styles on the podcast, guys.
You don't want
next
AJ.
week,
We'll do a fantastic interview with him.
where I literally just ask him about the gay community. Do you guys not know what I'm talking about?
No, I think I know.
I don't know.
I know what you're
that
talking
got
about.
really uncomfortable really fast.
No, there's a reason. Hold on. No. We're going to do this on the podcast.
Right now?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
We're
it
gonna
won't
talk about
take,
this- we're gonna do this right
This
now.
will not take long.
Are we gonna get flagged?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, word.
Flag
It's
for
not-
homosexual
it's-
content.
It's from like...
Oh, Johnny. Okay, Johnny. We'll go to Phil in Arizona. Phil, what's going on? This is Johnny. Okay,
This is
go ahead,
Johnny.
Johnny. How you doing tonight? It's Bryan, AJ, everybody. What's up, man? Just had a question for AJ. I was just wondering how you feel about your large following in the gay community. The gay community? That's just...
His reaction.
He was so confused. Like,
He goes.
what?
He goes. The gay community.
You know what? I could honestly see that too. That makes a lot of sense that the gay community loves AJ Styles.
Yeah. But, yeah. I think
decent
that's
looking man.
all
Like
of our
I'm
shout-outs.
comfortable enough in my own skin
He
to
is
be
a-
like,
he is
he's
a great
decent
looking
looking
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
He's a great looking
yeah,
dude.
so
He's got
all
like
our
a
shout-outs.
solid chin strap.
His hair is a little awkward.
Guys, we are on Twitter, except for Colin. Follow us at VWP Tim.
Make your damn Twitter.
Yeah, make your fucking Twitter already, Colin. VWP Tim, VWP Tyler, VWP Yusuf. We are on Yusuf, or on YouTube.
We're on Yusuf.
No, I'm not on YouTube.
I hate having a U in my name.
No, I'm not.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube as VW Podcast. Once our logo's done, bless your heart, Eunice, we'll actually have content up. First, I guess I can sort of spoil this. First order of business we have coming up on the channel soon will be, we did this a while ago, but we talked about what you would do if you made a modern 4-horse Tim!
Jesus Christ.
Modern day 4-horse.
I just wanted to try.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe. Check us out on Stitcher, Google Play, iTunes, and TuneIn. And yeah,
Stitcher.
this is
36.
VWP signing off once again from the 416. I am Yusuf Rost.
302 Tim.
The 401 T Nords.
And from the 603, this is Colin. See you later, guys.
Fuck you,
Peace.
Tyler.
That too.
You know what? No. Fuck you. We aren't ending
Fuck
this yet.
you,
No,
dude.
fuck you.
Come on,
I'm tired of
cut a
this
promo on me.
bullshit.
Cut a promo on me. Go ahead. No, don't you dare cut that. I see you.
I need to catch my breath real quick. I need to catch my breath real
Cut a
quick.
promo.
I lied.
Cut a
We're not
promo,
done.
you smart ass. Go ahead. Cut a promo.
We need a logical build first.
This is the
This
build.
is the
It's
build,
been
you
the
dumb
build ever
fuck.
since you started this podcast.
No. There is no build.
Oh, okay.
There is no build.
Alright, well, in essence, fuck you, Tyler. You're useless and you're Dixie Cutter. Cut the program. We're done.
I'm useless.
We're
Excuse
done.
me.
Bye.
Excuse me. Whose equipment are we using?
We could use his.
We could, but we use mine.
Well, we could use his too. We could use mine. We act like I don't have equipment too. Or him.
In all fairness, this is the most last minute thing we've ever done.
This is very
End the recording. Somebody end the recording. Colin, end the recording.